So this is going to be part 2 of taking containers off the dock. So like I was saying to you before, even if you go to a stop like this that's somewhat quiet, and let's say you only have one container, you know what I mean? Practice taking it off the dock and practice putting it back on the dock. This way you get some time in practicing. This way over a little while it'll come natural to do what to do, you know what I mean? But even if you're not sure, make sure you just stop and think about what you're doing, okay? It's always good to be careful, take your time, take it easy, there's no rush. Because this is important right here, that this container comes off and goes back on the dock without any damage. So now, like I said, stop the container right about here, okay? Because if I tilt the forks right now, there's a chance it's going to come off the forks, okay? There's a chance it's going to come off. So what I like to do is not go too close to the dock, but right about here, okay? So tilt the forks slow, tilt them slow, okay? Let the container roll to the end, bring it back up, level it out. And what I'm doing is I'm creating more space between the front of the truck and the dock, less chance of me hitting the dock. So now what I like to do is now just take your time. Okay, sometimes the sleeves on this container are a lot tighter than what was on the other container. Now, you see how that wheel is right on the edge? That's not good. That's not good. You cannot leave it like that. So just go in with your forks, okay? Forks, line it up, push that container back into the dock. You cannot leave a container that close to the edge. God forbid it rolls down and falls off the dock, then you're in a world of trouble. Because you're by yourself and really there's nobody around to help you. And there you have it, that's it. That's how I take containers off the dock. It's really not that hard. It's just basically a lot of practice. That's how I learned how to do it. So once you get going with it and you do it 4 or 5 times and you take it easy, you can't rush. You gotta take it easy doing it. It's important. Like anything else with front loader or anything else that you drive, roll off, garbage truck, you need to take your time. You know what? Management looks at it as you're getting paid by the hour. We'd rather see you be safe. Do it slow. Take your time. Besides going out there, ripping and roaring and causing an accident and doing damage, then that's going to cost the company more money than what it was worth. So just take your time like I do. Get the job done safely. And that's what this company, and I'm sure every other company out there that you're thinking about working for, is all about. It's all about safety. Safety, basically, people, is priority number 1. This is not an easy job, even though it looks easy, but it's not an easy job. You know, you're dealing with heavy containers, you're dealing with a big front loader garbage truck, and a lot of times, like my friend the other day at work, pushing a heavy container, okay, coming off the curb, messed up his knee. So things like this you got to think about. You got to work together. If you work with the guy with you on the garbage truck, you got to work as a team. It's not just one guy, it's a team effort, okay? And in my predicament, I'm working by myself on a front loader, and just got to think about what you're doing. Be careful with what you're doing. Like some of my stops in the wintertime, if I feel that it's too icy to drive up to that corral, or it's unsafe for me to walk out there and get that container, I'm not doing it. we'll take a picture, report it to my boss that this stuff will be picked up later on in the day or maybe the next day. But you know, they want you to be safe too. This company wants you to be safe. They're looking out for you, looking out for the equipment. You know, you want to go home that night to your family, so, you know, just think about what you're doing. And when you're driving these trucks, and these trucks are loaded, they don't stop like a Mini Cooper, guys. It's a big truck. 80,000 pounds, maybe you got 13, 14 tons of garbage on there. You got to go slow. And for you guys that are beginning to drive roll-off or garbage truck or whatever, take your time. It's not worth having an accident. When you have an accident, it's aggravation. It's, God forbid, somebody gets hurt. Now you got to do paperwork. Now you're delayed. Now you're even more aggravated. So when you start out in the morning, whatever you do, bless yourself, pray to God, whatever it is, just remember, you got the whole day to do it. You got paid by the hour. Okay? You want to be safe. Safe is priority. And just do things the right way. Make sure you have your safety vest on. Make sure you have your safety jacket, your steel-toe boots on, because when you're rolling around these heavy containers and one of those wheels roll on your toe, you're breaking your toe right away. No questions asked. So make sure you got your steel-tip boots on, okay? Make sure that you're dressed appropriate. Make sure that you know that people can see you that are driving down the street because you got your proper attire on. And just make sure to be safe. That's what it's all about. Safety is priority number one in any company we work for. Now this truck right here, you know what? It may be an older truck, but maintenance is big on this truck. And on all of our trucks, the mechanics are on the ball. They do a great job with these trucks. Every day we write up in our DVRs whatever is wrong with it. The lead mechanic actually sits down, takes his time, looks over all the DVRs, see what's priority, because that truck, as you know yourself, is going to go out the next day. So for him to look them over, it's important. For you to write them up every day is important. Maybe write them up and verbally tell the mechanic, look, I'm having a problem with this truck, number blah, blah, blah. And he'll say, okay, I'll take a look at it, or have one of the guys look at it. So for me, honestly, I've been in this business a long time. As you guys know, I've driven trailers, front loader, garbage truck, roll off. Basically, it's all the same, guys. Safety, safety, safety. They're big on safety, and you got to be safe out here. There's too many accidents, too many people getting hurt. It happens so easily. And on the phone driving, that's a definite no-no. That is definitely not supposed to happen. Put that phone down. If somebody calls you when you're driving, you pull over when it's safe to do so. You pick up that phone, you call that person. Okay, hang the phone back up and put the phone in your phone holder and put it away. You don't need to be playing with that phone when you're driving in traffic or when you're sitting at a red light. There's no need for that, okay? A lot of people get too distracted by a cell phone. You know how fast you're going, how many feet you're traveling at 55 miles an hour on the highway with one of these things. You know how long it's going to take you to stop, okay? If that car stops in front of you and then you look up from your phone, you just lost 3 seconds, okay? So that's time that you could have stopped the truck and not ran into the back of that car or truck or whatever the case may be. Priority is job one, okay? Job one is safety. Safety is first. And a lot of companies today, they're not playing that game. They don't want to hear it. Why weren't you paying attention to your driving? You know, like I said, you know, this is an older truck, but look at it. It's well maintained. It's got good tires. It's got good brakes. Everything works properly on the truck. Everything is good. And I myself am driving all these years. If I see there's an issue or if I have a problem, I'm going to tell these mechanics at the end of the day, and I'm going to write it up on my DVR. I got to get up there. There's a bag up there. I got to get her off. Okay, so yeah, that's my story for today, guys. Safety is priority. And I know a lot of you guys, I like my channel, that watch my channel, and you see what I do every day. You know, my advice to you is be careful. Just be careful. Take your time on what you do. And when you're starting out, if you're not sure, ask somebody. There's plenty of drivers around. They'll tell you the right thing to do, what not to do, what you shouldn't do. And it's just basically, a lot of it is common sense. Common sense for me is just saying to yourself, well, should I do this or should I do that? Or should I not do that? You know what I mean? You just got to think about what you're doing. Just don't go ahead and rush into a situation without knowing. And it's like driving front loader. When I leave in the morning, I do my pre-trip. I kick the tires, make sure all my lights are working. I pull up maybe 20 feet, hit the brakes, make sure my brakes are working. And, you know, that's the most important stuff early in the morning. Lights, brakes, backup alarm. Make sure that's always working, because when you're backing up, I always make sure my backup alarm is working. I got my 4-ways on. I got 6 reverse lights back there on. And this way, you know,